What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to How Do I Want to Do This? This is our series where we take a look at all playable options available to players in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and then we rank them on a scale of 1 to 10, and then either build them or fix them, depending on how they rank. Now, today we are talking about the Life Domain Cleric, and so if you want to be the most cleric that you can cleric, this might just be the one for you. So go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. As you can see, most people who watch this channel are not subscribed, so please help us to reach our goal of 1,000 by the end of this year. I think we very much can do that, but I need your help. Well, after you do that, go ahead and click the bell so that you're notified of all of my new videos, and share the video with your friends so that we can make new friends here on the channel. So the Life Domain Cleric is pretty much advertised as the cleric to end all clerics, essentially. It is the one that focuses on healing and being the best at being the supportive, the helper, the one that makes sure that the party stays healthy. Does it deliver on all of this? Let's find out. So starting off, as always, we have our expanded spell list, and there are no new additions to this spell list. All of these are just staples of the cleric spell list as is. Now, is that a bad thing? No, these are kind of the greatest hits when you think of cleric spells, and that just means that you can spend your actual prepared slots on things that you may not have taken otherwise. So not necessarily a bad thing. I do think that it keeps us from being able to expand outside of our scope of the cleric spell list, so that does dock some points, but these spells are still good. This is overall going to be a 6 out of 10 for me. Good spells, but any cleric could have taken them. At level 1, we also get a couple of features, and the first is our bonus proficiency. We go ahead and pick up proficiency with heavy armor on this subclass. This is a fantastic addition to a frontliner, definitely. You are going to want to be up in the fight to make sure that all of your other party members are staying healthy, and what better way to do that than buffing your AC with heavy armor. So this is fantastic. There's not a whole lot really to talk about, but this is an 8 out of 10. It would have been nice to also pick martial weapons, but honestly that doesn't really fit the brand of this. Heavy armor does, so I'm happy giving this an 8 out of 10. At first level, we also get Disciple of Life, and what this does, it allows us to add some bonus healing whenever we cast a healing spell of first level or higher, and this is equal to 2 plus the spell's level. Now, an extra 3 healing on a first level Cure Wounds doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, that's really nice. You know, healing in D&D is honestly not all that great of a mechanic in general. I find it underwhelming, honestly. This kind of helps to patch that up as a whole, which is really, really nice. And so, yeah, it's only 3 here, but as you get higher levels, it's 4, 5, 6, and this is every time for free without the use of any additional resources. It's just kind of built in. So this is an 8 out of 10 feature for me. This is really nice. The healing amount is not overpowered by any means, but it's still really, really good. At level 2, we get another Channel Divinity option, and for this one, it is Preserve Life. What this does is it gives us a pool of hit points equal to 5 times our cleric level that we can distribute amongst all creatures within 30 feet of us. Now, keep in mind that we cannot heal a creature more than half of its HP. We cannot go above that anyway. So, you know, we do have to make sure that our friends are not doing very well before we blow this, but it's still pretty cool. Now, is this better than the Paladin's Lay on Hands? In some ways, yes, because you can heal multiple creatures at once in one go, and you get the same amount of hit points. It's also at range, so that's good. Now, what it doesn't have is, you know, you have the Paladins. If you heal 5 or more, you can choose to heal a disease, so you could do that. This feature does not allow us to do that, so unfortunately we don't get that. This one also cannot be used on constructs and undead, not that that usually is a problem, but this one is a little more limited, but it's still a very, very good feature and can definitely help you out in a pinch. This is a 9 out of 10 feature for me. This is a good amount of HP, and can definitely change the entire tide of a battle in the use of one action. This is definitely worth using. At level 6, we get Blessed Healer, and what this does is it allows us to heal 2+ a spell's level whenever we cast a healing spell on a creature other than ourselves. So this basically is keeping us in the fight while we're keeping our friends in the fight, and is a direct buff to our Disciple of Life feature from level 1. This is fantastic. Being able to just heal ourselves while we're healing others is really nice, and again, 3-4 HP kind of adds up over time, especially when it's just for free. Your job as this cleric is to be healing people and to be blowing those spell slots to heal people. Why not get something back for it in return like this? This is a 9 out of 10 feature. It is absolutely fantastic and will keep you in the fight a lot longer than really you would think on paper. At level 8, we get Divine Strike, which again is a pretty standard cleric feature, and this adds some radiant damage to our weapon attack rolls, which is pretty cool. This is an 8 out of 10 feature. I'm giving an 8 out of 10 to all of these, just standard across the board. Keep in mind this is radiant damage, so technically this is probably more of a 9 out of 10 because of the damage type being really good, but I give an 8 out of 10 pretty standard unless it's a really poor damage type. And then finally at level 17, we get Supreme Healing, and basically we now roll max on all healing spells that we cast. Is there a more 10 out of 10 feature out there? This is absolutely amazing. So you cast a high level Cure Wounds, you don't even have to roll, you just heal the maximum number. This is amazing, and this is exactly how you do a capstone for a subclass like this, is you take that feature that is relying on chance that you could roll a bunch of 1s, and that's really disappointing, and now you just roll maximum and your healing is always going to be effective. That's amazing. That's honestly like the best capstone we could have chosen, and it is definitely a 10 out of 10 if I've ever seen one. So how does the Life Domain rank in comparison to the other clerics? It's really good. It's a really, really good cleric, and it really helps healing as a mechanic in meaningful ways, which is really impressive, honestly. The cleric is there to be the healer primarily, usually, but this allows you to just take that and turn that knob up to 11, which is absolutely amazing. Is it the best cleric that there is? No, it's not. There are clerics that are better. Not by a whole lot, but there are. This is a 9 out of 10. It is really, really close. You will definitely really enjoy playing this cleric, and I really think that that it will go a long way in keeping your party alive. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think of this cleric. And of course, later this week, we will be building one of these together, and I am looking forward to doing that. Until then, have a great day and a great week. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.